Hi, what is up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Patricia, and if you are into luxury handbag related videos, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and notifications button. We sometimes do those videos or travel and vlogging, so if you enjoy that, you know where to stay. Today I have a video for you guys about luxury items that I would not buy again based on my experience and the wear and tear on those items. These items include bags, sunglasses, shoes, ready to wear, and the first item is the Prada Diagrammate Bag, if I'm saying that correctly. So I have had two of these in two different colors in the same size. The first one I had was a light pink one, and the second I had was a black one. Both were very pretty, I will say that. The first one, the pink one, it got really dirty, especially at the bottom and around the edges. I'm the type of person that just throws a bag around and doesn't really try to maintain it. I do try to take care of my bags by keeping them clean most of the time in storage and not putting any liquids or lipsticks in there, but that one just kept getting dirty in general with taking it on travel or just taking it out. The other problem about the black one is that on it there's like a strap holder that you put here and it's leather. That one detached from the chain, so I decided to sell it because either way it was getting really annoying. And another reason why I wanted to get rid of them is because they were both silver hardware. I personally love the black one more, even though it was silver hardware, but I was wearing mostly gold jewelry and decided that it didn't really go with it. I kind of missed that bag, aside from selling it, more than the pink one. The pink one, I think I've let go of completely, but the black one, I still think about it some days when I just want to go on like a run to Target or get gas or something, and I kind of miss that bag, especially because it was black and then I could just throw it anywhere. But I don't regret selling it because of the problems it had. Also on the leather, the stitching, it started to come off, so I decided like eventually it's gonna get to the point where I can't wear it at all, so I decided to sell it while it was still in good condition. The second one, so this is a ready to wear item and it is the Balenciaga Tan Sweater. So I got this in the shortest version, I believe, because there's several versions. I will have them linked here. And I like this one, but after a few wears, it was just like logo mania. Like, I still love a lot of the logo prints on bags and even clothing, even other Balenciaga clothing, but this one just felt like I was overdoing it. Also, the thread started to come off out of nowhere. One time it just got caught with my bag and it just came off, and I can't really fix that without ruining the sweater, so I just haven't worn it at all. I think that is something that I will sell in the future. Right now I'm just keeping it because I feel like I haven't detached myself from it, but that is just something that's very pricey. I personally bought it on sale. I just don't think I'd get it full price or buy it again because of the upkeeping that it took to keep that sweater looking good. Also, I found it too chunky and heavy. I feel like with sweaters like this one personally, it's very light and I forget that it's a sweater, especially living in Arizona. It's really cold in the morning and at night, but in between the day it gets hot, and then with a sweater you don't want to feel like you have to change out of it. So with that one, I haven't really been wearing. I think I've only worn it like 3 or 4 times, and I don't see myself wearing it anytime soon. Okay, the third one is one that I keep seeing in the resale market, but I don't think it's worth the price anymore, and that would be the Ysl Blogger Bag. I had this in a light blue silver version, and let me tell you, it didn't fit anything. The only thing that would fit was like a card holder and like a few little things in mini or travel size, like a small lipstick, but otherwise it doesn't fit your phone, it doesn't fit your sunglasses, it doesn't fit much. And I'm the type of person that just needs to fit my phone, card holder, keys, and maybe lipstick, so, or lip gloss, and I don't think that was a good bag for me. I ended up selling it quick, especially the leather. The thing I didn't like about the leather is that it did get super dirty. If anything, out of all my bags, that was the one bag that got super dirty super quick, and it just felt like the material was kind of cheap, especially the hardware. The hardware was very thin, and I always thought it was gonna detach from the leather. It never did, but it just always felt like it. So I sold it after some time. I wouldn't buy something that's small again. I do love seeing the small little bags, but I just don't think I would get that again. And just because I'm saying that I personally don't like it or wouldn't buy it again doesn't mean you shouldn't if you love it. I'm just saying this based on my experience and why I thought it wasn't a good investment or why it didn't work out for me. Okay, the fifth item is a pair of shoes, and these shoes, I had them for so long and I still think about them, about why I let them go, but honestly I wasn't reaching for them. And aside from me being a popular item, I think they have their flaws, honestly, even though they're great. And for the price, it was pretty good. And that would be the Gucci A sneakers. I got the basic ones with the B on the side. And the reason why I bought these in 2019, I believe, and I used them for so long, up until 2021, because I realized that the bottom of the shoe started to wear off and it started to become like uneven. I use these shoes everywhere. I use them for travel, for walking, going to the mall, just everywhere. And yeah, they're really comfortable. There was no issue with that. But if you wear them, like I wore them at Universal for a whole day, they just start to hurt and you want to throw them away. You never want to look at them. I didn't get rid of them then, but I just realized that they did start to wear off a lot, and that's something you have to consider for the big price tag. I know that a lot of the Gucci items, as well as other designer items, have been increasing in price. So if you're thinking about them, they are great. They will last you a long time. I know they can last more than 5 years or about that time, but I just personally sold mine because they were a white pair of shoe. And I love white pair of shoes, but that one just got super dirty, especially in the crevices of the leather where there's like a fold. That started to get really dirty, and even though I did try to clean them, that never came off. So that is something to consider if you're looking for a good white sneaker to wear on the daily. Okay, and the fifth item is Burberry bags. I do love the checkered print. I feel like it's really nice in a subtle way. But in the resale market, when I've tried to sell my Burberry bags, they have not held their price as well, even though they're well maintained. When you buy a Burberry bag, it feels like when you buy a car. As soon as you drive it out of the dealership, it depreciates in price. And I feel like that's what it is with the Burberry bags. No matter if you just bought it, if it's brand new, as soon as you want to put it in the resale market, it's so depreciated. Everyone will lowball you. I do think that a pro of the Burberry bags is that their leather is really good and will hold up for a long time compared to other designer bags. And another pro is that they are not trendy, but they will stay in style for a very long time. That's the thing though, people will like to buy trendy bags all the time, so something like this will not sell quick, and only if a person is interested in Burberry, they will want it. It's not like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, or Prada, or Dior, Chanel. It will not sell quickly, will not be trendy, but it is a staple in your wardrobe. I personally have kept only one of them, and that would be the Burberry Batter Bag in the black with a checkered strap. But I had several other ones that I've sold, and then they just haven't sold for the price or similar to the price of their value because everyone is just not into them as much. The sixth item that I wouldn't buy again is a Gucci or for any designer wallet on chain. I have said this before in other videos how I am gravitating more towards camera or bigger bags and away from the wallet on chains. I still like some styles of the wallet on chains, but it feels like I can't fit anything in there. I can't fit at least my keys. I could probably only fit like a few cards, but all the time I need my car keys. So it's not something functional for me. And if you're the type of person that at least has car keys, phone, and sunglasses that you throw into your bag, wallet on chains are just not it. I had a very old, I think it was like Guccissimo or something wallet on chain, but not chain. It was more like a strap, and it was in pink, and I liked it. It was a bit roomy for my phone, but it didn't fit my keys, and I still kind of like that. I wish I would have kept it as a wallet, not a wallet on chain, but I sold that because it just wasn't working out for me. If you're someone that really needs a bigger bag, wallet on chains will not do it. And the next item is Balenciaga bags. I have had one Balenciaga bag, and it was in the white, I think it is the Balenciaga B bag. So there was just the B logo in the front and then all white leather. I did like this bag. It was really roomy. I felt like the strap held up pretty well. The interior held up really well, but the wear on it got so bad on the outside, especially the bottom and the corners. You could tell that it got really dirty really fast, and I'm not someone that really puts my bag in a dirty place, but I do tend to not try to clean them as often because it feels like if it has to be maintained so much, it's not really good quality. And that happened to me with that Balenciaga bag. I did like the style of it because it was white. You can match it with anything. The B logo was very simple. You couldn't really tell if it was Balenciaga unless you knew about the Balenciaga B bag or like the hourglass bag that they have now. It was like the same style B. Also, when I tried to sell it, even though it was still in good condition and I had cleaned it, the resale value was so bad. And I try to look, every time I sell an item, I try to look to compare prices of similar items in the similar condition, and they were all really bad resale value. If you're looking to make an investment on a designer bag or designer item, you do want to look at their resale value too. Even though you might not buy it pre-loved, you want to see how it'll hold up if you eventually don't love it anymore and you want to sell it, because you do want to make some of your money back, especially if you've taken care of the item and it is still in use for other seasons. The next one is something that I feel like has become very popular. The reason why I wouldn't buy these again is because I did find some issues with them, and that would be the Gucci sunglasses. I have had 2 pairs of Gucci sunglasses, and both I had issues with the frame. Just the screw kept coming off on both of them, and I'm someone that doesn't throw them as much into my bag if they're cheaper glasses, but if they're expensive glasses, I will try to put them in their case and then in the bag, or just carry around the case. But these ones just started to get crooked really fast. I have been really annoyed with that because it felt like the frame was a good structure and good quality, especially for over $300-$400, but it just did not satisfy me long term. So I currently do not have any of those Gucci sunglasses because I felt like they did not hold up well. If you're looking for great structured glasses, I think I prefer Dior sunglasses. Those always hold up better. From my experience, I think that they're less delicate than the Gucci ones. So if you're someone that is kind of careless with their sunglasses or doesn't want to, have to think twice about where to put them, probably go towards a different designer. Okay, and the next item I have to talk about is about the Chanel Espadrilles. I think that's how you say them. But I had these in black leather. I still have these. I haven't let go of them, mostly because my mom loves them, so I wouldn't get rid of them. The thing I didn't like about them is that the leather on the shoe around like your heel gets really loose very quickly. The leather will not stay stiff and structured throughout the lifetime of the shoe. If anything, the leather gets more wrinkled. And yes, of course, this is normal for all leather, but you would think with a shoe with that price tag that it would stay just much better structure and would not leave your foot swimming around in there, because once you put your foot in there and the leather is loose, it starts to like just slip on and off. So I found those really uncomfortable. Even if you wear socks and you don't really have sweaty feet, it's still uncomfortable to have that loose leather because it feels like you have to walk slower. Okay, and the last item is something that wasn't really trendy, but I have seen it a lot, and that was Celine Sunglasses. I have had this in the acetate and the tortoiseshell. Even though both held up their structure really well compared to the Gucci sunglasses, I found that these were too small for my face. I know there's other frames, but the ones I got, I thought that they would fit very well, but the acetate ones were just too small. And if you try to wear them and you have a bigger head, they will eventually be loose, so you won't be able to wear them. And I found that to be true with those sunglasses. I have sold these already because I didn't find them to be a good structure. If you have a smaller head, I feel like the Celine sunglasses, you will have no issue with them. That was just my issue with them. Okay, and that is all the items that I wanted to talk about. Of course, if you love these items, go ahead and buy them, and buy something that is interesting for you, not interesting for somebody else. I personally would not buy these again based on my experience. I think that these items are still great designer bags and they're not too trendy. Some might be, some might not, but it is just based on my experience on their wear and tear on all of these. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and leave them down below. And if you're new to my channel, you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I hope to see you guys again in the next video.